Hey, my name is Ted Porter. I own PuroClean Restoration Services. We are the paramedics of property damage.
How long have you been in business, Ted?
In 1985, my wife and I started a general contracting business. Our focus was restoring property damaged homes and businesses that had suffered fires. We did full-scale restorations and rebuildings. And in 2007, we decided to take advantage of a special niche, and that is emergency services. We started our PuroClean business, which focuses on emergencies to actually minimize the effect of a fire or a water damage. Technology has come a long way, and the use of proper techniques with trained technicians and the right equipment, we can actually save the customer a lot of money and minimize rebuilding if we can save the components that are damaged at the front end, right there with rapid response.
Okay. Now, when you say rapid response, how would you define rapid response?
Well, let's say we get a phone call from an insurance agent, and they've got a customer who's had for 20 years, and suddenly they've had a claim, and it's a water damage. Their basement has suffered from a flood, or the hot water heater goes, or there's a fire in the kitchen, and they really need to look good to their customer. We're trained to get out there right away, make them look like God, because they've, as an agent, provided great service, great response, and courtesy to the customer, where we can go in there and dry them or clean them, sanitize the place, and make them feel like they've really got value out of their insurance policy. Or a property manager who needs to really look good to their resident. The resident has a problem. They don't need another problem of having to wait around and wonder who's going to come and fix it, who's going to dry it, who's going to clean it. PuroClean can get out there and take care of it quickly and rapidly.
Okay.
And courteously.
And courteously, okay. Now, what would you say is your ideal customer?
My ideal customer, I'd say, would be a referral source. Someone like a property manager, or an adjuster from an insurance company, or your neighborhood insurance agent that has a customer that needs good service.
Okay. And you're also a member of REIS, correct?
I am a member of REIS.
How long have you been a member of REIS?
I've been a member of REIS since the founding of this chapter, probably 8 months back.
Okay. And what brought you to REIS?
What I like about REIS is that we're a community of small business owners. We have a lot of concerns in common. There are a lot of things to learn as our small business world changes. There's a lot of things to keep up with. There's a lot of technological issues that you really need to be on top of. There are opportunities now that are changing, and REIS is a great way where I learn and I share what I know with other members to just keep up with the times and keep that business flowing.
Okay. Now, how is this current economy? Has it had any impact on your business? Has it fallen off since current economy, or has it improved at all? Or has it had any effect?
We have experienced growth every year. Since I started the emergency services PuroClean in 2007, we've been up 18% pretty much every year since we've started.
18%.
And that's because really accidents always happen. It's a niche that's very, very recession-proof. We get a lot of work regardless of the state of the economy.
Okay. Now, what would you say the majority of your business comes from? Does it come from
The majority of our business comes from insurance adjusters and insurance agents.
Okay. Okay. Now, do you give out any kind of information or tips to businesses on how to prevent or how to recover when they have a issue where your service might be needed?
I'm glad you mentioned that, because a large component of our marketing is education. We offer continuing education classes to insurance agents. They need to get credits in order to renew their license. We teach them about mold issues, how to prevent it, how to talk to a customer that suffered from a fire, what not to do to protect their home, and just don't do this, but get a professional to do that. Call someone like PuroClean. Get a professional opinion instead of starting in on things yourself. which can really be a health issue if they do it wrong.
Okay. Now, speaking of mold remediation, do you work with residential, like first-time home buyers? The current market right now is REO properties. A lot of REO properties have mold in them because they've set there.
We do. We do a lot of work with foreclosed properties. The banks need to get them saleable, and we do go in there and remediate the mold, get them clean, healthy, to occupy.
Okay. Now, what would you say is your typical time to respond?
Well, PuroClean's promise is to get out there within 2 hours to provide emergency services.
2 hours.
2 hours.
Now, is there any? Are you 24/7?
24/7.
24/7. Wow.
Yeah. Our technicians love it. They love getting up in the middle of the night and saving people's lives. I mean, literally, you'll have a family with a fire. They're in a real difficult situation. They need quick response and courteous professional service. And it's very heartwarming to be able to provide that. My guys love it. And they're well trained. We get certified. We get trained in the latest equipment and techniques of drying and cleaning and sanitizing. So that when we arrive in the middle of a fairly chaotic fire or flood, within 5 hours we've basically stabilized everything. They feel like they're in a professional situation with people that are going to take care of them.
Okay. Now, would you have just, this might be on the spot, but just a previous job that comes to mind that you can kind of give us an idea of how you, what you would call it, what kind of company it was, and which it was, and which it was, what 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 it was, 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 it was,
Tired.
it was,
So
it was,
they called
it was,
we got
it was,
there and took
it was, it was,
an issue
it was,
of
it was,
bottled
it was,
goods and
it was,
things that
it was, 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 it was,
PuroClean services.
it was,
I reached at 86,
it was,
552,
it was,
5. We operate
it was,
at Maryland. Smoke damage,
it was,
smoke damage, 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 smoke damage.
it was, it was, it was, it was, it was,
This,
it was,
this, this,
it was,
this, this,
it was,
this, this,
it was,
this, this,
it was,
this. Issue
it was,